They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Genty. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Genty. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Genty.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards. And now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
What is this?
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him out of the backfield past the marker. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled him.
Makes the grab down the left side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
If you're going to complete passes throwing 4 verticals, your quarterback better have some arm talent. You could see the arm strength on display right there. He had to fit that football into a small window. He did exactly that.
Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And that one's incomplete. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
No, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about being physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Genty. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. On the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Handoff from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Klubnik. Using his feet to buy time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Buys a little extra time. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Boise State 0.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out. It's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. Now they're going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. The throw. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The back goes in motion. Here comes the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. Lets it fly. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. On his feet at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right.
Into the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He spins that thing down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to pass on second down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Grinding Stool. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets away. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Strong, firm tackle. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Got it. Touchdown, Tiger. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to add another to their lead. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing hard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? A 1st down for the offense. The give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Klubnik. Floating away. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensive.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Genty. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Open space at the 25. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boise State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. To throw, it's Klubnik. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Run in the red zone, it's Genty. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll go to the air. He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead.
Successful and makes the score. Boise State 37, Clemson 35. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Boise State 37, Clemson.
Just about set to kick it away.
Number 35, set to kick off.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for room. It's Maffa. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Broncos! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. The option look. He'll pitch it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Maffa. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback extends the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Maffa. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Get in the end zone, fella.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before. Up on the catch for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation.
Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball